kids. Today we're going to learn about a really cool insect. Do you know what this is? If you guessed a walking stick or a stick bug, you are correct. Doesn't it look so much like a stick? I used to have some of these guys for pets, and they were the coolest thing ever. They would lay really still all day long, and you could barely even tell it was a living thing. It looked just like a stick, and sometimes they would shake like they were wiggling in the wind. They were so cool. And did you know this was a really cool thing about them? They could have babies, and they didn't even need a boy and a girl to have babies. And suddenly I would see all these little tiny stick bugs in my tank. They were the neatest pet. I want to get some more. I'm just not sure where to get them from because they were so fun. And they're very gentle. You could pick them up and they could just walk on your hand. They were so cool. I'm going to read you a little bit about walking sticks from this book. This book is called The Big Bug Book, and it has a lot of cool bugs in it. Walking sticks. The longest insect is the walking stick. No animal ever had a better name. You could stare at a walking stick on a bush for an hour and never even know it was there. It looks just like a twig. Walking sticks even feel like rough bark with bumps or knobs that look like buds or thorns. They can be brown or green or gray, but their colors can change to blend in with different backgrounds. The smallest kind of walking stick in North America is only 1/2 inch long, and the biggest is 6 inches. The largest walking stick of all, shown here in actual size, lives in Asia. Can you imagine seeing a walking stick that big? It takes a lot of energy to move an exoskeleton 12 inches long, so this big walking stick doesn't move around much. When it does move, usually to chew on a leaf, it's very slow. If it's in a hurry, it wobbles along with a choppy rocking motion like a wind-up toy that's winding down. If the branches around it sway in the wind, the walking stick sways too. All this twig imitating helps the walking stick avoid being noticed by a hungry bird or lizard that may be looking for a tasty meal. The eggs of a walking stick look like seeds. When a female lays her eggs, she simply lets them drop to the ground. Although some of the eggs will be eaten by birds, enough will survive because they are well hidden among thousands of other seeds and leaves on the forest floor. So how do you think a walking stick protects itself? Did you get that from the reading? Why would looking like a stick help you, right? You can hardly even tell that the walking stick is there. It looks just like a little twig. So birds and lizards and other animals that might want to eat insects will pass right by it and not even see it. That's a great way to protect yourself, don't you think? Plus, it has camouflage. It blends in with its environment. It can actually change color to look like its environment. So sometimes they might be brown and sometimes they might be green, depending on where it lives. Pretty cool, huh? And isn't it cool that they can sway back and forth just like a twig would in the wind? They have really figured out how to protect themselves well, wouldn't you say? Today you get to make your very own walking stick. In your bag you have a thin little stick. You can decide if you want to color that a different color. I used some green on mine to really make it blend in with its legs. And then you have 3 twisty ties which you can tie around your stick to look like little legs. Go ahead and add any other details you want to it. I put eyes on mine. You could add spots if you wanted to, or lines, or face, however you want to do it. And then you can make your walking stick walk or sway in the wind. Take your walking stick for a walk and maybe a bug walk and see how many different bugs you can find on your walk. Have fun. See you next time.